You know, many times in life, people ask me this question, Kenny, how do you stay so inspired? How do you stay so motivated? How do you keep going? Especially when your family has been through so much trauma, so much adversity in life. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I stayed motivated, how I stayed inspired, how I stayed pushing to the next level, especially when my son was fighting the most craziest battle of his life when he was fighting cancer, beating leukemia in just 149 days. Now, that's pretty unheard of. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys how you guys can do it here in 2022. How do you stay motivated in 2022? You know, like after the ball drops and after everything gets going, after all the festivities, after all the parties, and after all the celebrations, what happens next? How many times in life do you go through being inspired and you're motivated and then you hit a wall? You get all hyped up, but then you crash. How do you continue to go? How do you continue to push forward? We're going to talk about that in this video right here, and I want to give you guys a little something. But before I do that, my name is Kenneth Allen Thomas, leadership coach, guys. I want to go ahead and just let you guys know, listen, go ahead and subscribe, comment below. All right, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the channel. I am also known as the Dancing Dad. So glad that you dropped on here, and I want to give you guys a little something, man. I want to give you guys some encouragement. I want to give you guys some motivation. But more than that, I want to give you guys some strategies and tools that are going to help you along the journey, because the reality is you're gonna hit that wall probably. You're gonna be uninspired. Every day you're not motivated. Every day is not a positive day for you. Every day is not the same as yesterday, right? So here are my 5 tips, my 5 tools, and the things that I used in my life that continues to keep me going and helping thousands of people all over the world, as we got such a huge following on TikTok, huge following on Instagram as well too. So make sure you guys go ahead, and I'm gonna put my link right here. Go ahead and subscribe, you know, to the link below, but also go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well too for daily motivation, inspiration, and some fun dancing videos with my son. So the first thing, guys, the first thing that I did was, you know, when my son was fighting cancer, when my son was fighting leukemia, when we first got the news, the very first thing that I had to do was set the atmosphere, right? Set the atmosphere. See, a lot of times we go through so many different things in life and we don't set the atmosphere. We don't set the tone. Listen, as a leader, you have to be able to set the tone, right? You got to be able to set the tone in your life. You got to be able to set the tone, you know, in your family. You got to be able to set the tone at your job. And oftentimes in life, people don't set that tone. They don't set that atmosphere. Let me put it to you like this. When you go to the supermarket, right? When you go to the supermarket, what type of music is playing in the supermarket? You're probably saying to yourself, probably some 70s or 80s music, maybe even some 90s pop music or something like that. Well, why is that? Why is that type of music playing and not heavy metal? Why is that type of music playing and not some crazy music that you've never heard before, right? Why is that? Okay. Well, the reason why that is because the supermarket wants to make sure that the atmosphere is set. They don't want you to forget anything, right? Because normally 9 times out of 10, if you go to the supermarket and you leave, right, and you forget something because you're in a rush, you're in a hurry, you're like, oh man, I gotta get this and I gotta get that and I gotta get to work, whatever the case may be, more than likely you're not going to go back to the supermarket for a couple of days. So the supermarket's trying to get every single penny that they can when you get there, you know, when you get into the supermarket, and make sure that you got all it is that you need, right? So they set the atmosphere, they set the tone, because they want you to go in there, they want you to make sure that you are calm, cool, and collected, that you get every single thing that you need. It's the same thing with our spirit. It's the same thing with our mentality. It's the same thing with, you know, how we attack any type of adversity. Is your spirit lined up, right? Is your mindset lined up? I had to set the tone. So when the doctors roll into the room, they said, listen, your son has leukemia. And the first thing I did was I set that atmosphere. I said, okay, doc, listen, before an ounce of chemo even hits his body, let's do this first. Let's just make sure that you and your team are all on the same page. We need everybody to come in here with a positive attitude, y'all. We need everybody to come in with a positive, and man, we gotta drop the bomb and everything for the positive attitude, y'all. We gotta drop the bomb for the positive attitude, because so many people, as soon as adversity hits, you get flustered, you get all worried, you get all crazy. Stay calm, cool, and collected. And the reason why I told the doctor that is because I don't care if you're a nurse, a doctor, a tech, I don't care if you're a tarantula, you gotta walk into this hospital room with a positive mindset. Why? Because my son's life is at stake here. We need everybody on the same accord. Everybody has to be aligned together. So again, if you're going through 2022, if you're going to hit this wall, listen, to prevent from hitting that wall and going crazy, set the atmosphere, set the tone, what type of music that you're going to be playing, what type of people that you want to be around, who's in your life, who's not in your life, what is life going to be like, or what would life be like if you were to actually have the type of peace that you want in your life? What would there be more of? What would there be less of, right? What are those things, okay? So in order to get over that adversity that you're going to face, you got to be able to have a tone setter inside your household, inside your mindset, inside your heart, and your spirit, all right? So with that being said, number two, listen, I use my gifts. I focused on my gifts. So many times in life, people don't focus on their gifts. They don't focus on what it is that they have inside of them, okay? Now let me tell you guys this cool story, right? So my son Kristian was born with trisomy 21. When he was born with trisomy 21, that basically means that he has 3 copies of the same chromosome gene, the 21st chromosome to be exact, okay? Now when my son was diagnosed with AMKL-leukemia, what happened was his hematologist informed us that that extra gene, that extra chromosome, that extra thing that he was born with was actually saving his life, not taking his life away. I'm gonna say that again. It was saving his life, not taking his life away. Come on, we dropping bombs over here. Listen. It's what you have inside you that's going to get you to the next level. I said it's what you have inside you that's going to get you to the next level. I focused on my gift. I focused on my son's gift. Here's the thing. With that extra chromosome gene, if he didn't have it, he would have a 30 to 40% survival rate. That's right. My son would have a 30 to 40% survival rate if he didn't have that extra chromosome gene. But the fact that he did, he had an 80 to 90% survival rate, y'all. Listen, so people will sit there and say like, oh, and the doctor sat there and told us, listen, well, maybe you don't want to go through with the pregnancy. Maybe you don't want this, and maybe you don't want, no, we do want that. Right? We do want that because my son is special. My son is gifted. My son is talented. My son is amazing. My son is shocking the world right now, right? Right? So now we're at the point where he's in the hospital and I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to use my gift as well too. And I would dance with my son every single day. Here's a picture of Kristian and everything, guys. Here's a picture of Kristian right here. You know, so loving, so joyous. It's my wife Josie right there. My boo thing. That's my boo thing. I get the heartbeat for it. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the heartbeat for it. You know what I mean? She make my heart jump. Let me stop playing. So listen, guys. Here's the thing. You gotta be able to make sure that you focus on your gift. I always say this: use your gift to make the shift, y'all. Use your gift to make the shift, right? Use your gift to make the shift. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by using your gift to make the shift? Again, what you have inside you. I use my gift of dance. I dance with my son every single day, and we push forward every single day inside the hospital room, doing daddy's son, father's son dance routines and things in that nature that help him get through. Okay, your gift, the thing that you have inside you, is going to help someone else in the long haul. Just stay focused on what it is that you were born with, okay, and embrace that thing. All right. So let's move on. Number three. Listen, we had to remove the doubt. You got to remove the doubt. So many people in life are doubtful. So many people in life are fearful. You're fearful because, of what's going on in the world right now. You're fearful of what's happening with a virus. You're fearful of what's happening. And I get it and I understand it. I have empathy for that and I'm sensitive to it. But what we can't do is move in fear. What we can't do and what we won't do is move, with worry, with all the anxieties and all this stuff. No. We're not doing that in 2022. No longer are we going to move in fear. We're going to move bravely. We're going to move boldly. We're going to move proudly, right? That's how we're moving in 2022. We're not moving no longer in fear. We're going to move forward knowing that the victory is already done, knowing that we are fighting from victory and not to victory. I said we're fighting from victory, not to victory. So I had to remove the doubt automatically. There wasn't a doubt in my mind that my son wasn't going to make it. He was going to make it. The victory was already done, and that's it, and that's final. When you know from the rip that it's already finished, it's done. All you got to do is just walk through. Just walk through. Just walk through. Number 4, y'all. Here we go. Number four. Here's the main thing. It's not all about you. It is not all about you. It's not all about you. So many times in life, people make it all about them. Man, somebody call listen. I I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. It's not all about you. And many times in life, we think it is when it's really not. It's not. At that moment when I was in the hospital with my son and watching him go through this, I was thinking about my wife and what she was going through. I was thinking about my children and what they were going through. I was thinking about, you know, the people online and what they were going through as well too. That's why I kept doing these dance videos. I know it may seem crazy, it may sound crazy, but everything that we were doing was not, everything that I was doing was not really for me. It was for everyone else. It was for everyone else. It was mainly, of course, God, I felt was, putting me through this, and he trusted me. He trusted me in the fact that I was going to push through. He trusted me in the fact that I wasn't going to sit there and curse him. He trusted me in the fact that I wasn't going to, say, God, why me, why me, why me? No, why not me? Why not me? Yeah, I get it. It's my son. I get it. It's cancer. I get it. People die over this thing. I understand that. But the fact is that I've been through so much in my life. At this point, there's nothing that's going to sit there and take me away from the God that I know to be true. And for that reason, I know that this is not all about me. And I sat there and I kept pushing and kept pushing. And there was a man who actually he had texted me on Instagram, and he said, man, listen, if you didn't post these videos, then I was going to check out. Once again, it's not all about you. He said I was going to check out. And the fact that I knew that, these videos are helping people, I had to keep going. Even when I didn't feel like it, I had to keep going. See, that's the thing. When you know it's not about you and you do it anyway, and you do it when you don't even feel like it, that's how you know that you're walking in your gift. That's how you know that you're walking in your purpose. That's how you know you're going to another level in your life, because you're doing it without expecting something in return. Which leads me to number 5, and this is the last one, y'all. Serve. Serve in 2022. Your mission is to serve. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who's supposed to be listening to this right now, but your mission is to serve more in 2022. I said your mission is to serve more in 2022. So many times in life, we forget that life is about service. Life is about servant leadership. And I'm about leading people in the right direction. I'm about building better leaders. Here's the deal. I feel that we have a major problem here in America when it comes to leadership. I really do. And for that reason, I feel like it's my mission and my purpose and my calling to help and encourage other people to be better leaders. To be better leaders, right? And those who are leaders, help them get to the next level as well too. Using my personal experiences and the things that I've been able to overcome in life, and the people that I've been able to help get to the next level. I feel that it's important that we build better leadership here in America. Not just America, the entire world. I feel like this entire world needs better leadership. Showing people, grooming people, helping people, serving them without expecting something in return. A funny story, a few years ago when my son was fighting leukemia, I was driving down Route 130. When I was driving down Route 130, I pulled into the ShopRite. And as I pulled into the ShopRite, I'm coming around this circle. There was a guy on a Harley Davidson. And this dude on a Harley Davidson, he was maybe about 20 feet in front of me. And as I'm coming around, I think he felt that I was coming around too fast for him. And at that moment, he beeped his horn. He gave me the middle finger, started cursing at me. And immediately I'm like, dang, man, that's pretty crazy. You don't even know me. So I followed this guy. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you know what? I followed this dude. I followed him, I followed him, right? You know what I'm saying? Hit the sirens on him. I followed him, But here's the thing, all right? I followed him to his parking spot, and when I followed him to his parking spot, I rolled the window down. I said, excuse me, sir. And he got off his bike, and he comes off, and he dropped his helmet, dropped his glasses, dropped his phone. His necklace even dropped as well, too. And he gets off the bike, and he was like, you're coming around all fast. I'm on a bike. You need to watch where you're going. I'm on a bike. And I'm like, listen, man, I was never going to hit you. I was never going to hit you. He's going back and forth, and he's just throwing a fit. He says, sir, may I speak? I was never going to hit you. He said, man, I love you. I'm conscious of my brothers and sisters on the road. I was never going to hit you. I had complete control of my vehicle. I know that in the mirror it says objects may seem closer than they appear. I really wasn't that close to you. And he looked and he said, you know what? Man, I'm sorry. I just get nervous. I just get nervous. That was my opportunity to serve him with love. See, every person needs something. Every person needs somebody. We all can't do it by ourselves. The fact is that I could have went off on this guy. I could have went back and forth with him. I could have sat here and cursed him out as well too, just as much as he was giving me. I could have gave him a piece of my mind. But if I would have given him a piece of my mind, I would have lost a piece of my own. I said, if I would have given him a piece of my mind, then I'm losing a piece of my own. So my whole thing was serve. This year, as you're going through in 2022, and for those that may be looking for a breakthrough, if you're looking for a breakthrough, then I suggest you start serving. If you're looking for a breakthrough, I suggest that you make it not all about you. If you're looking for a breakthrough, I suggest that you set that atmosphere. If you're looking for a breakthrough in your life, I suggest that you start focusing on your gift to make the shift, right? If you're looking for a breakthrough, I suggest that you remove the doubt. Remove the doubt out of your mind, out of your spirit, out of your soul, and push forward with what you know that God has told you to move forward in. And listen, man, I know we all don't believe in the same things, but the reality is this: you're here for a reason, and you were called to do something. And whatever that thing is, it's inside of you. So I encourage you right now to push forward every single day, no matter what. Use every day as a one of one and impact today the best way that you know how. How are you going to get to the next level? How is your family going to get to the next level? How are you going to push your community to the next level? Listen, we can't all save the world, but what we can do is impact our community on where we live. And by doing that, by having that mentality, that right there is making a change. For me, I put God first in everything that I do, even before my wife and my children. Everything that I do is that important because I know what He saved me from personally. So with that being said, guys, I pray that this helped you. I pray this encouraged you. Listen to this over and over and over again if you need to throughout the year. Share it with somebody. Share it with your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your grandpa, abuela, abuelo. Share it with somebody that needs this encouragement right here, right now. Because the more we share, the better we are leading. I said the more we share, the better we are leading. If you like this video, go ahead and check out some more of my videos that we have on the channel here. And go ahead and make sure you guys go ahead and get at me at KennithAllenThomas.com, or go ahead and check me out on Instagram as well too. I'm also on TikTok. Follow me at KennyClutch_. Remember, when we change the mind, we change the game. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow worry about itself, and today is all we have. All right, I love y'all. Till the next time, I'll check y'all later. Peace.